Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the new week. How are you? Welcome to the sneak peek for the week. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for checking in here. I appreciate you. I'm here with 12 decks. If you've never been here before, I'll just go through the deal and tell you what it's about. I do this reading once a week on a Monday or a Tuesday. And so if you're tuning in here, you'll know that this will be for the next 7 days. Whenever it shows up in the feed, it will be for the next 7 days, whether that's today, tomorrow, or next year. So I've got 12 decks. I'm going to read for each of the signs from each of the decks, and we're going to find out what the current energy is for the week that you're viewing this. So it'll be for this week, right, for the next 7 days. And so I'm going to mark everything down in the description, and you're going to be able to just scroll the video to find what energies you need. I'm just going to ask you to please stop watching tarot for your sun sign. It is so easy to go to the internet and get your sun, moon, and rising energy. And you know, it's great that you're an Aquarius sun, or you're a Taurus sun, or you're a Pisces sun, but really, who are you? Because what influences who you are is the moon and the rising. So if you don't have that information, even if you don't have your exact time of birth, you can still get your moon and your rising. So natal charts are free everywhere. And then you can come back and watch for all of those signs, and it gives you a very round picture of what's really going on. So yeah, 12 decks I'm going to read. And what else do I have to tell you? Oh yes, if you're interested in a private read, please know private reads are open, and it is a little bit different than it used to be. So I used to be getting you to book your readings on Wizio. Wizio has expanded into a site called Hipsy, and now Hipsy is a place where you will be able to get different types of services from me, like one-to-one readings live. So I am going to be doing phone live readings, and also readings that are in chat. If you prefer that and you don't want to talk on the phone, we can do that as well, and you'll be able to schedule those with me soon. But right now, everything is as is. I'm still doing pre-recorded readings if that's what you would like to do at this time. And yeah, please check out the links that I have posted in the comment below this video, the first comment. All right, let's get to it. Enough of this. Enough chit chat, Elsie. Let's get to it. We're going to start with Aries and go all the way through to Pisces. Aries, happy birthday, friends. I hope you're well. And I hope you're having a beautiful Aries season. How's your energy doing? Getting through all of these eclipses and stuff. Things should start being on the look up now, like you saw the readings I did last week. So things should start to be looking up, getting a little more balanced in April here as we move into the middle of April. Tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Aries. It's going down for Aries. It's the main energy for the, oh, look, we got two. So we've got the main energy for you, Aries, I feel is the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like you've been waiting for something to come to an end. And it feels like you've been waiting patiently. You've been waiting and working and putting all your time and energy into it. It feels like you've been waiting to release something, possibly, after you've put a lot of work into something. It also could be for some of you that there is something that you've put a lot of work into already, and you're like, I'm not getting out of this what I'm putting into it. I don't know why I'm bothering. It's time for me to release it or let it go. It could also be that you put a lot of work in and then it comes to a really painful end. So I could be talking about a relationship or a job, right? Sometimes we go there, we give it our all, and then the restructuring takes us out. So we do have the Nine of Wands. And we do have the King of Swords. So we have the Nine of Cups as well. So I'm going to say to you that I feel like things are going to come back into alignment. So if you're somebody who's been putting a lot of hard work in on something and it's just not reaping the rewards of you putting in all the hard work, I feel like you're going to let this go, or you're going to release it. And I feel like it's going to be something that is going to make you feel some type of way. It's going to make you feel in two minds, I want to say. But the truth is that it was hurting you. It was hurting you, or it was holding you back, or exhausting you. And you were the only one putting in all the work. So I feel like the King of Swords is here to give you an intellectual boost. It's like, wait a second, let's think this out. Let's go over the facts and the drawings. Let's go over the blueprints and find out what we were supposed to be doing as to where we ended up. And I feel like some of you might end up in the Nine of Wands. Excuse me. The Nine of Wands energy is the wounded warrior energy. I want to say that somebody is showing up to help you. You're not going to have to go through this alone. It feels like this King of Swords possibly might be showing up to help, or somebody else might be showing up to help you stand guard, I want to say. But I feel like the King of Swords is telling me that you have now gotten to a place where you're like, you know what, that's it. I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's time to cut some people out. It's time to be honest with other people. I need to bring things to an end or release it. And I don't want to feel stuck here anymore in this Nine of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. What have you been waiting for or working on? We've got the King of Wands, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Four of Cups. So it does feel like you were very passionate about this project, this job, this relationship when you first began. You were very passionate about it, and you thought it was gonna work out. I feel that you were willing to go, you know, the whole 9 yards, I want to say, with the Nine of Wands. You were willing to put in all of the effort, all of the time. You didn't care how long it took or how much it hurt. You wanted it to work. The King of Wands is here, and so I feel like you pursued it, whatever this is. It could have been a job or a project or a person, but it feels like you pursued it because you felt like you had the protection from the universe that said, yeah, go ahead and do it. I've got your back, right? I think it ends up here that somebody rejects you, or you reject somebody else, or you reject the idea or the emotions behind it. It's like, I don't think I want this anymore. And the Five of Pentacles is here. So it feels like you get sort of shoved to the outside looking in, even after you put in all the work. So it does sort of feel like it could be a job for some of you. But I feel like it's your choice, I want to say. Because we've got this person who is very grounded, sitting by the tree, and they're pouring out that cup that was being offered to them by the universe. It's like, I don't want this anymore. It feels like you're rejecting something. And so I feel like you're rejecting something or someone, putting it on the outside looking in. Maybe you're leaving something in the past here, Aries. We've got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely disconnecting from whatever it was. I feel like this is a decision that you made over the eclipse. There's an eclipse here with the sun and the moon. I feel like you probably let go of something over one of these eclipses here that showed up over the month of March. Feels like you've decided it's time to... It's like the cup is poured out here, but somebody's looking into the cup here. And it's like, is there really anything left here? I don't think that there is. The two cups have been poured out. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so you are on your way. And I don't think you want to be Aries. I don't think that you want to leave it. I don't think that you want to go. But I feel like it's time that you cut yourself free from the prison of the mind. You've put yourself in a place where you've been stuck for a really long time, maybe stuck in your thoughts or stuck in your feelings and your thoughts. And I feel like somebody here is, if it's a relationship, you're becoming single. If it's not a relationship, I feel like you're off to find better opportunities, that you finally have found the confidence to detach, to walk away, and to get into the Nine Pentacles. So you've decided that I've got to find my confidence. I've got to build things myself. I don't want to have to rely on somebody to bring me happiness. To, you know, if somebody leaves your life, yeah, should you have a plan when they leave? Absolutely. But should it damage your self-esteem? No, it shouldn't. If you're in this Nine of Pentacles, it shouldn't damage the self-esteem. So I feel like you are walking off to do your own thing, I want to say. Some of you might be becoming single. Some of you might be leaving a job. But it does feel like it's time for you to untie yourself. Because I feel like you felt you were in a situation where you were doing all the work and someone else wasn't doing anything. You were pursuing all the hard parts of the relationship or the job, and you just ended up getting released anyway. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Something new is coming. Something is coming from the hard work. And maybe you don't see it right now, but we've got 9 pentacles and 1 pentacle here, which is 10. So I feel like all of this that you went through was a lesson that was building some sort of legacy. I want to say that it was going to be part of what was going to push you forward for you to be able to build your legacy. I just don't think you wanted to do it alone, Aries, is all. I don't think you intended to do it alone, but I feel like you're getting to a point where I just need to get out of my head. I need to begin something new. I feel like you're going to have somebody who shows up who might be partnering with you, maybe a business partner. It does feel like maybe somebody here is in a relationship that is sort of combined with business. And it does feel like that maybe you could be walking away from the relationship. Therefore, we must slip into a business sort of pentacle-like relationship here. And you're taking your wealth with you. It does feel like it could be a relationship thing that we have combined with business. And so now I have to get the lawyer in. Now we got to talk about it. And maybe we can still run the business and be business partners, but maybe we're not necessarily going to be in love anymore. We're not going to be in a relationship. I'm not going to be pursuing you. So what's the outcome Tell me about Aries. What's the outcome for Aries? It is the Ace of Wands. It's the Queen of Swords. And it's the Ten of Cups. I think that you're finally realizing what your happiness is. I feel like you missed out on a lot of adventures in your life. And you might be been doing that because you were off trying to provide for others, or you were putting a lot of hard work, extra passion into things where someone else in the relationship wasn't doing that. I feel like it feels like here with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords that you finally have a realization by thinking it out about what I really want, what makes me feel passion, what makes me feel excited. And I think at the end of the day, it's this, that you just want to be emotionally happy, the apex of emotional happiness. It feels like you want your family happy, you want to be able to provide for your family, but I think you have a realization. I think that what's more important than all of this, the business or working for somebody or being in a relationship, is this. This is what's the most important thing. I want to be happy. I want my children to be happy. I want my family to be happy. Tell me what is around the corner for Aries, please. We have Temperance, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Strength card. So I feel as though you are making friends with yourself. That's what it feels like here, that you are realizing that the reason that you held back and stopped working on the relationship or stopped giving so much to the job is because you were supposed to. It feels like with the Strength card here is like the universe is trying to teach you to have the courage to have your own victory, so you can be head and neck above the rest. I feel like the Six of Wands is telling me that, yes, it's great to get the kudos, it's great to get the honor, it's great for when people pat you on the back and tell you you've done a good job. But I think that, the Strength card is telling me that you have to be courageous enough to go out and do it by yourself. Temperance is here. I feel like healing is coming. So I feel like you're going to be healed from whatever this Ten of Swords is here. And then we have the Devil in reverse, and then you're just going to release it because you don't want to be codependent with this energy any longer. It's time for you to get on the horse and go. And I feel like what you're leaving here is you're leaving heartbreak behind, and you're headed towards this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is focusing on you, focusing on your pentacle life, and building your wealth, building your stability. We have Capricorn energy. We have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Sorry, my brain just stopped there for a second. We have Leo energy. We have Sagittarius, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. Got some Pisces, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. All right. Let's get to those Tauruses. Tell me about Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, how are you? How are you, the Bull Gang? Hope you're well. Let's find out what's going on for you this week, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. Sneak peek for this week for Taurus energies, please. Taurus, we have the Three of Wands. I feel like you're sort of looking into the future at this time. It feels like you're like, I wonder what's out there. It feels like somebody has gained some energy or is ready to take action on the future. So I feel like you've made a decision to do something, to take action, to start to look into the future with this wand in your hand, which I think is manifestation. I think you're starting to manifest the future here. And we do have, a lot of mountains, we have water, we have boats. I feel like you're like, well, maybe what's that land over there? Maybe I need to conquer that over there. We do have the Strength card. We have the King of Wands, and speaking of conquering, there it is, the Emperor. So we have the Moon energy here. Taurus, I feel as though you're looking at a future, and for some of you, if you're looking at this as a love relationship, maybe you're looking at a future with the Emperor. Maybe you are the Emperor that is looking into the future for an Empress. Take it as it resonates for you, whether you're feminine or masculine. The Emperor is masculine leaning, but also has feminine energy. It does feel like that if you are the Emperor, whether you're feminine or masculine, it feels like you're about to, I want to say, make a bold move. It feels like you're about to make a bold move on something. You're finding the courage to make some sort of bold move for security and stability. And I feel like you're not telling anybody about it. With the Moon energy, things are not as they seem. So maybe things are either not as they seem to you or not as they seem to people that are on the peripheral looking in. It feels like you're trying to find the courage, to make some sort of a bold move for your future. It might be a bold move because you're the Emperor. You could have this taking control of your life kind of energy. And if it's not you that's the Emperor, You could have an Aries placement. You don't have to. If it's not you that's the Emperor, it could be that you have decided that you are going to make a bold move toward the Emperor. We have the Empress in the reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands here. I feel like the Empress in the reverse is telling me that possibly you feel as though maybe you're not the exact match for the Emperor. It feels like a little bit of, but am I really enough? Do I have enough? Do I have enough stability? Do I look good enough? It almost comes down to the vanity part of it, is what it feels like. It's like you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Am I young enough? Am I thin enough? Do I have enough money? Do I have enough wealth? Have I gained? It feels like with this Empress in the reverse, it feels like you are you're looking for an Emperor, or possibly looking for your exact match or your exact vibrational match. But it almost feels like you're wondering, do I have enough to invest in somebody? Or would somebody want to invest in me? Do I have enough? And I think that the Empress in the reverse is telling me that you're sort of maybe doing a review of the self. And the self review that you're doing is, what is my worth? I feel. And so, the thing is that even an Empress or an Emperor will have a bad day. And when the Empress is in the reverse, it's like, I'm just checking in with myself. Am I doing all the right things? Like, do I feel good about what I'm doing with my life? And so it does feel like a check-in, but it also feels like a little bit of, maybe I don't have enough. Maybe I can't provide enough for the Emperor. We do have the Ace of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Nine of Swords. So I think the worry is that the Emperor has a lot more opportunity. And so I feel like you feel that this person it's endless opportunity of love for the Emperor. And I feel that you worry about that. It feels like the worry is that, well, if I'm not enough, then the Emperor would just detach, right? 7 and 1 cup is 8. But I really do feel like the Emperor is looking for love, is looking for an Empress. I don't think the Emperor is putting that on you. I think you're putting it on yourself, Taurus. I think that you're a little bit intimidated by the Emperor energy and feel like you can't live up to the Emperor standards. So I feel like you're worried that this person has a lot of other opportunities in love, and maybe it's just not me. Maybe he's not going to give the opportunity to me. We've got the Ten of Cups. I feel like this person, the Emperor, I feel is very happy in your presence. But I also feel like you feel very happy around this person. But I think that you wonder, does this person want me in the family? Does this person want to be happy with me? I feel like you're almost trying to talk yourself out of it, Taurus, a little bit. But I feel like you're ready to make a bold move. What's the bold move here? We've got the Five of Swords, we've got the King of Pentacles, and we've got the Eight of Cups. So I feel like what you're doing, you've decided, Taurus, that you're no longer settling for anything. It feels like you know that you are the king, at least the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is here, right? It feels like you know your material worth here. And maybe it's the other things. Maybe you got a little bit extra on your sides, right? Maybe you've got a little bit extra, right? And maybe you're just not feeling aesthetically pleasing. It could be that. Or maybe that you're worried that this person is not going to see you as someone that they're attracted to. I feel like that your confidence and the fact that you are an overgiver, or that you are a great planner, or that you've made your own wealth, or that you stabilized your own life in terms of pentacles, you take care of your health, you take care of your wealth. I feel like these are only intrusive thoughts, I'm going to say, because the Five of Swords is here. And so I think that you think that the Emperor is not going to see your worth, but I think you're wrong. I think the Emperor will see your worth, and that this person is not just settling for you. They are somebody who's got their eye on you, in fact, as wish fulfillment. We've got 8 and 1 is 9. They're looking at you as someone who is wish fulfillment and ultimately the ultimate apex of happiness for them. Tell me what the outcome is for Taurus. We have the Devil, we have the Judgment card, and we have the Four of Wands. So I think that you're scared that you'll make the wrong decision, is what it feels like. It feels like you're trying to make a decision about putting something to rest, or someone or something in the past to completely and totally at rest. It feels like you're trying to answer the call of, it feels like you're trying to pull away from the Death card. It feels like, the Devil card. It feels like that the Devil energy is throwing doubt, is throwing fear, that I can't make the right decision, that maybe I just don't have enough stability in my life. I really do feel like you and the Emperor, or the Emperor and you, or the Empress and the Emperor, whoever you are, take it as it resonates, whether you're the masculine leaning or feminine leaning energy. I feel like that this can stabilize itself. It does feel like there's happiness. It feels like there's excitement that we do get together, that, these two are holding up flowers. Maybe we get married. Maybe we move in together. I feel like that you're scared that things are not going to work out the way you want them to. What is the outcome? The outcome is the Six of Cups, is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Nine of Wands. I feel that what you don't know is that if you're resilient, I feel that the Emperor is going to be vulnerable with you. And I think that this person is thinking about you a lot. I feel they feel very connected to you, whether you met them in this life or you've known them from other lifetimes. It feels like this person feels very connected to you. The what's coming around the corner here is connecting the Emperor and the Empress. And I feel like right now the Emperor is feeling like it's almost about time to walk in, to say something, to be vulnerable, to share their feelings with you, to share how they feel like they've been connected to you forever. So we have the Magician. I'm going to say continue to manifest whatever it is that you want, and things will come into balance. You will have justice here. You will have justice after a broken heart. Things are about to get very exciting and move very fast. I think something is about to be restored for you here. Your life is about to be restored, Taurus, and I think you're scared of it. I think that you're feeling like you're not worth it or worthy because you see the Emperor as being sort of perfect, like a perfect sort of, this person's got it all together and I don't feel like I have it all together. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Gemini, and Aries. We have Aries, more Aries energy. We have Scorpio. We've got Virgo and Pisces. Capricorn is here. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, and Taurus. We've also got Justice on the bottom of the deck, which is more Libra energy. All right, Taurus, don't second guess yourself, man. You made it to this Empress or Emperor level. Stop second guessing it. Tell me about Gemini. How are you, Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. Sneak peek for this week. Tell me about the sneak peek for this week for Gemini. We've got the Five of Wands. Your energy for this week is one of competition, or feeling sort of indecisive, or feeling like you want to hold back from competition. It is a little bit of lack energy. Feels like, I don't know if I want to put my hat in the ring. I don't want to fight all these people for this thing. We've got the Six of Cups, we've got the Star, and we've got the Ace of Cups. I feel like you have some hope about somebody's feelings for you, Gemini. It feels like whether they are platonic or romantic, I feel like the Ace of Cups is telling me that you're wondering what is in the heart space of somebody here. The Star energy, I feel like the Star it's almost like the Star is connected to the heart space. I want to say that you're wondering if this person, I feel that is somebody that you feel very, very connected to, maybe as a soulmate, or maybe it's a platonic relationship, a friend from long ago. You're wondering if you can heal it. It feels like there's been some angst or some negative vibes or some fighting or some arguing that's gone on here, some disagreements possibly, but it feels like two people are holding back from each other, whether this is romantic or platonic. We're holding back from each other because there's indecision about whether there's competition for you or not. Could be dealing with someone who is an Aquarius, possibly a Scorpio. We do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here as well. Tell me about the Five of Wands. It's like combative a little bit. Yeah, it feels like this energy of, it feels like it's an energy, Gemini, here of a lot of competition, possibly for stability of the Emperor. It feels like here. So I'm going to say for some of you that it is about maybe you work for a large corporation and there is a new posting and you put your name in for the posting. It feels like it's an Emperor position. So somebody who's going to be like the boss's boss, essentially. I feel like you don't know how this is going to end up, but you're really excited about it. You're really energized by it. It excites you, I want to say, to put your hat in the ring. And I feel like you are going to get some type of victory. It does feel like with the Knight of Wands being here that I feel like your excitement exudes. I feel like you're I feel like the Five of Wands is the internal struggle that you're having. It isn't necessarily showing on the outside, but I want to say that you're having some sort of an internal struggle about do I want this Emperor thing? And am I willing to put it all out there in order to be the Emperor? Am I willing to just do it? Do I have what it takes to be the Emperor? Because understand the Emperor makes a lot of hard decisions as well as a lot of easy decisions, right? This is a person who will make sure that the boat still floats regardless of who I have to throw over the side. So this is a really hard place to be. So it could be for some of you, if this is a job thing that you're worried about, do I really want this? Because maybe it's going to put you in a position where you are then managing your friends or managing your family. It feels like the Emperor position is something that is going to put you above everyone else. It's going to put you into some sort of different tax bracket, no less, but it's also going to put you in a different pecking order. And I want to say that you're still not decided as to whether this is something you want or whether this is something that will happen for you. I want to say for those of you who are looking at this as like a platonic or romantic relationship thing, then maybe there's a lot of competition for the Emperor, and maybe you just don't want to put your hat in the ring. Maybe you're just not interested in competition, that you want the Emperor to pursue you. And if the Emperor is not going to pursue, then I guess nothing's going to happen. That's what it feels like here. And so the Emperor is the masculine energy, right? The masculine leaning with the feminine energy. We do have the World card in the reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Cups. The World card is in the reverse, which tells me that possibly you haven't heard from the Emperor yet. So if this is a job, I feel like you haven't heard from them yet. They haven't made a decision. They haven't picked you, but I don't think that they've picked anybody, to be honest. I feel like there's still a reason for you to be excited about the possibility of what might happen in the future. I feel for those of you who are looking at this as a relationship reading, that it feels like you have some unfinished business with the Emperor. So maybe the reason that you're not wanting to put your hat in the ring or don't want to deal in the competition is because you feel like you should be at the front of the line because, well, we have unfinished business. We need to talk to each other about something before I decide whether I'm going to close this door for sure with you or not. So I feel like you have a little bit of hope. The Page of Pentacles is here. You're hoping that something will materialize that will make you very happy. And we have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is telling me that I think you're going to take a risk. It feels like you might put your hat in the ring, or you might risk it all to see if you're going to be in this competition for the Emperor. If this is a love situation, if this is a work situation, I feel like you're just going to throw caution to the wind is what the Page of Wands is telling me. You are going to get some exciting news. I want to say that this is a messenger. You're going to get some exciting news from the Emperor. So it feels like for some of you, you're going to be happy with this exciting news that's showing up. And I feel like you have a little bit of hope that it's going to work. So I'm going to say, keep that hope, right? Of course, these are general readings and it's not going to be for everybody. So please remember that. We're not all at the same places in our lives. So what's the outcome here? We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Knight of Cups. It does tell me here that somebody here is going to be given the I'm sorry letter. No, this isn't your time round. But for others of you, I feel like you will get the contract. It feels like it is going to be a really lucrative or good contract. It feels like it's going to clear up some sort of financial woe that you've been in. The Five of Pentacles can be a hit to the finances, but it also can be feeling as though I don't want to see the results. I just can't look. It feels like that. I feel like you're going to get some communication though, and I feel like it's good news because the Knight of Cups is here. I feel like it makes you very emotionally happy. Tell me what's around the corner, please, for Gemini. We have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. So if this is a work thing, if this is a business thing, I feel like there's going to be some people who are going to be unhappy when you receive your good news. And that's always going to be that way, right? We do have the Three of Pentacles, and so we do have people who work in a group or make a group effort or a community or network. Maybe this is the workplace. And we have people who look up to you. But it feels like you're going to be pushed out of their realm and into a whole new different realm if you do get the posting, if you do get the job. The Page of Cups tells me that there's a good surprise coming, but it's going to break all hearts of some people. And some people are not going to be happy as you are for what is about to come for you. Because I feel like for some of you, for those of you who are waiting and you feel like you have a good chance of getting this, I feel like it's going to be a shock or a surprise for somebody here. But I think it's also going to aggravate some people that are around you, that you were able to get to this emperor position and they were not. Because now I feel like you're going to end up being their boss, or deciding who gets the raises, who gets the next position. Like, it feels like you're doing hiring and firing. And so not everybody who is your coworker, they're all going to start like huddling, talking behind your back. You know what I mean? We have the King of Pentacles, yeah, because they know you're getting a significant raise. Now, for those of you who are looking at this as a relationship reading, it feels like this has got to go very slow. I'm going to say it's got to go very slow. If you are in competition for the Emperor and you really want to, you really don't know what the outcome is going to be, I feel like there's a big attraction between the two of you, but I also feel like it has to go very slow and that we have to build into the friendship stage first. But I think what I want to say is there's some really sweet, open sort of energy that the Emperor is going to be showing you soon. And so I feel as though you could be somebody who they see as very stable. They see as very confident in yourself and very intelligent. Somebody who's very focused on themselves, who has a lot of wisdom. And so I feel like that's something that you don't expect that the Emperor would have their eye on, but the Emperor doesn't miss anything. They're also Aquarius, right? They're also the King of Swords, and the King of Swords has got every detail. They don't miss a thing. So I feel like you're very hopeful, whether this is love or a new job or this is a soulmate connection. I feel like you're very hopeful that things will work out the way you want them to. We do have Scorpio energy. We have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. Cancer energy here. We've got Aries, we've got Pisces, and Cancer. We've got Taurus energy. We've got Aquarius energy. All right. Speaking of Cancer, let's look at Cancer energy. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 7 days. Tell me about Cancer. What is going on for Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week. Cancer. Cancer, we have the Empress in the reverse. Why is that? Why is the Empress in the reverse? We have the Sun. Ooh, you're seeing someone for who they are, Cancer. Feels like you are about to see someone for who they are. The Empress is in the reverse, and the energy of the Sun coming up with the Empress in reverse is showing me that you are finally seeing someone for who they are. They are an Empress in reverse. So I feel like you were maybe attracted to somebody, whether they're a feminine or masculine Empress. You were attracted to someone because of how they looked on the outside. But the Empress when the Empress is in the reverse, sometimes it's somebody who maybe has children but is not a good mother or father, or someone who is more about looking in the mirror or taking care of themselves on the outside than taking care of the mental health on the inside, because the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. So this person is a little bit hard to deal with. Their mental health maybe isn't that great. This is somebody who doesn't really believe in themselves, but they think that if they adorn themselves on the outside, wear nice outfits, do their hair, do their nails, wear an Armani suit, drive a nice car, they feel like that, like it's like a false ego is what it is. It's a false way of building yourself up. So I feel like the Sun is shining on the Empress, and with the Seven of Swords here, it does feel like you see that this person is very deceitful, that they're actually an Empress in reverse, and they didn't want to show you that. I feel like you figure it out because the Sun is out. You have some sort of breakthrough, or the Sun comes out and you see everything for what it is. I feel like you're moving on or moving forward away from this person because the Wheel of Fortune is here. It does feel like it was your destiny to see all of this, so you didn't get caught up in it. So I'm sorry if that's something that happened to you, but it does feel like you are moving forward into a more fortunate situation. But you do see somebody for who they are, and I think who they are is deceptive. I think they're a bit of a liar. And I think that you're on your way. You're leaving here. I think that the Wheel of Fortune has come to take you to your destiny. Tell me why the Empress is in the reverse. We've got the Three of Wands. I think that you thought that this person was your future, or you were waiting for someone just like this. But I think that the Six of Swords is telling me that you became aware or smarter, or you started thinking about, oh, I don't know about that. Those two things don't add up. Like, it feels like the Six of Swords is telling me that you decided to move along, that you realized that this person actually wasn't your future person. We have the Two of Cups, and it's too bad because I feel like you really had a lot of feelings for them. But I think that you're thinking that maybe it was just all in my head. maybe it was all in my head, and maybe it's time to move on to the real deal, because we now have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups here. So I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is moving you forward in terms of destiny to someone who you really can exchange cups with here, exchange emotions with. We do have the Knight of Cups. There it is. We do have the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Cups, and we have the Tower. So I feel like you just need to stay social, I'm going to say, Cancer. The Knight of Cups is romance. The Three of Cups is happiness, celebration. It happens in a very populated place. This is emotional happiness. And so I find that I feel like with the Tower that it's going to happen right when you don't expect it. That there's going to be a shift. It's like you bump into somebody in a line and somebody drops a drink, or it feels like it's something like that. It feels like you bump into somebody that you never thought you would bump into. It doesn't feel like somebody that you know. It does feel like something that's new, but it does feel like it's new because the Wheel of Fortune is here. We do have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like it's a decision that comes in a moment's notice, that you bump into somebody who I feel you bump into them in a social situation, and it's a realization or a shift that I got to get this person's number right now. I gotta do something. I gotta take action. I gotta make a decision right now. So it feels like you meet this person somewhere social, and it does feel like it is somebody new. It shifts your whole perspective. I want to say it shifts your whole perspective and what excitement it brings into your life. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Cancer. We've got the Magician, we've got the Page of Wands, and we've got the Seven of Wands. I feel like when this person comes along, though, you're still behind the boundary. It feels like you're sort of protecting yourself, I want to say, because of this. I feel like you've already been through this, right? Whether this, again, is the feminine or the masculine energy Empress, and it feels like you've already been through this. You've been through this rodeo before. And so I feel like you are, in the outcome, a little bit defensive. But I want to say that so this new person that you're going to meet, I'm just going to throw, I feel like I'm supposed to throw a couple more cards on the Tower, so I will. But this new person that you're going to meet is somebody who feels a little bit magical. I want to say that they are exciting and fun, and you laugh a lot with them. You have a lot of fun with them. And it does feel like things take off, like things start to move forward in a really quick way, a quick direction here that you're looking forward to. I think this person's going to help you drop your boundaries a little bit, make you relax a little. Tell me what the Tower is, please. We've got the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. I think you're about to meet some sort of a soulmate. They could be a Libra, maybe a Scorpio. It feels like you are about to meet your long-term person, or someone that you feel really good about, that makes you feel very excited again about the future. The Justice card is here, and it feels like this person puts you in an immediate emotional balance. It feels like you've known them before. Haven't I met you somewhere before? Like, it feels like you get off on the same foot right away, and you're very much the same. You have a lot of fun together, a lot of excitement. What's around the corner, please, for Cancer? We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse, the aha moment. The King of Cups is here, and so is the King of Swords. So I feel like you are going to keep yourself stoic. Under the surface, I feel like you're not going to show all your cards right away, because I think you already learned that lesson, right? But the Hanged Man is in the reverse. So I feel like you're in this place where you've already gotten your perspective, and you're ready to have your aha moment. And the aha moment is sitting next to the King of Cups. So it does feel like you're having a realization that maybe this is a person that you want to get to know more. The King of Swords is somebody who's being very analytical about it, right? So the King of Swords is like, I need to use soft words. I need to use specific words that are going to make this person remember me. Like, it feels like this King of Cups, it's like loving truth or honesty. It feels like that, like really deep. Let's talk about deep things, so they remembered me, that I was the one that talked to them about those deep things. We have the Page of Swords. So this is the beginning of learning each other, is what it is. So I feel like there's somebody new coming here, and it's the beginning of learning somebody new. I feel like you'd been holding back for a little while because you were scared that you were going to get hurt. And look, we never are in a guarantee that we're not going to get hurt. That's the truth. So you need to have a plan. So you need to go in thinking, okay, it is possible this person could hurt me, but what is my plan? Am I going to blame myself? Am I going to feel terrible about it? Like, what is my exiting plan? We should all have an exit plan, just in case. All right, so we have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy. We have Scorpio energy. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, more Pisces. We have Leo energy, Aries and Gemini, and then we have the Empress, who is Taurus and Libra. All right, let's look at Leo. Tell me about Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up this week. Sneak peek for this week, the next 7 days for Leo, please. What is going on for Leo? Tell me about Leo. Leo, we have the Three of Wands. We have you here sort of waiting on something here. Not really sure how to step into the future. Feels like you've read all the books, you've got all the information, you've got all of the theory, but you're not really sure what to do with it. You're kind of waiting for something here. Tell me about Leo. We've got the Knight of Wands, we have the Magician, we have the Six of Wands. So we do have, I feel like there is something exciting that's showing up in the future here, and maybe that's what you're waiting on. It feels like something is possibly coming from the past. I'm just going to say the Knight of Wands is pointed into the past. So it feels like very exciting energy, though, that the Magician is here. It's very exciting energy. And we do have the Six of Wands, which tells me that somebody is ready to show up and give you a lot of attention. It feels like you're kind of waiting around. Like, I'm just looking at this, like you're kind of waiting around. Life is not, it's kind of boring. I'm not really sure what's going on here. And then all of a sudden your manifestation shows up. And so I don't know who you're thinking about, but this person definitely could be from the past, since the Knight of Wands is looking back there. But I think that they definitely are very exciting, and you probably are excited to hear from them. I feel like whether you've been thinking terrible things about them, like they did me wrong, or whether you've been thinking good things, you've been thinking regardless. And the universe is answering back with, here they are. The Six of Wands is telling me that this person comes in and wants to give you a lot of attention, Leo. We have the Chariot energy, we have the Star, and we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah, see, this person is not interested in commitment. They're not coming for commitment. I feel like they're coming for fun, for excitement. The Knight of Wands is somebody who is charismatic and very sexy, and it feels like they're coming in really quickly, and you expect that if they're coming back, I think that you want stability with them, but they're not coming to bring you stability. In fact, I feel like this is somebody who does their own thing when they want to do it. They're not a very traditional person. I think that you're hoping they have changed. You're hoping that they will arrive. It does feel like somebody's trying to manifest an ex back. And if that's not you, then this is not your reading. It does feel like somebody is wanting. But the thing is that when we manifest them back, we never manifest back the person that broke our hearts, right? We're always manifesting the person that we hope they can be. Somebody's falling in love with potential, and that's what it feels like. So somebody is hoping that if I manifest them back, hopefully they've changed. And I'm going to say that with the Knight of Wands here, with the Magician, it feels like smoke and mirrors. It feels like this person it's very easy to get back into your life, and they know that. And I feel like you're thinking about them. I feel like if you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. But I feel like they have no interest in having some sort of a commitment. But you're hopeful. You're hopeful that they do. And the Chariot is here. I have to tell you, though, I feel like this person is not here to give you stability. We do have the Three of Cups in the reverse. We have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this person is here, I believe, because they're not having any fun where they were. So I don't know if that was another relationship, or maybe this Hierophant being in the reverse is telling me that their commitment is done. So maybe they're coming back to you at this time. But the Three of Cups is telling me this is no fun anymore. I'm no longer out there being social. It feels like somebody here is bringing their emotional energy to you. The Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles is telling me that somebody wants long-term relationship. They do want long-term love or long-term romance, but no commitment. So somebody here doesn't want to get married. They don't really want to move in together. They just want to say that you are their counterpart. essentially. And I think that they want to have all of the legacy benefits, though, understand. I don't think that they want to engage in commitment of any kind, but I think that they want to have all the legacy benefits. They want this to last a long time. But I feel like the reason that they're coming to you is because it's no fun where they were. So they are coming back as a rebound. So be careful with that, Leo. We do have the Six of Cups. And so this is somebody that you do know. Yeah. This is somebody who's coming back here. You do know them. You've already dealt with them. And they are somebody who I feel that you've been thinking about heavily. They are in your past, but it does feel like you still are stuck to nostalgic thoughts about them. And so that's what's calling them in here. Tell me what the outcome is here. Tell me what the outcome is. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Swords. So I think that the worry is that they're going to put you out on the outside again. They're going to leave you again. And I'm going to say that I feel like, again, that the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that you're falling in love with potential. That you just automatically assume that because they've been away for a while, that when they come back, they have changed. But I don't think they have. So I feel like your worry is probably going to become a reality because we have the Pentacle here, right? The reality is the Pentacle world, right? Things we can touch, taste, hold. And so I feel like your worry will become a reality if you allow this person back in. Now, for some of you, maybe you just want to give it a shot anyway. And that's totally up to you because you should never give your power over to a tarot reader. You should always make your own decisions. And maybe I'm not even reading for you. Be aware of that, right? Because this is a general reading. What's around the corner for Leo? We do have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Five of Wands. So there you are with your energy. Should I give them reciprocal energy? Kind of in my head. I don't really know. Maybe I should hold back. This feels like a little bit of lack, or that I'm being put in competition with other people. And that's sort of the energy that I was feeling, that this person is coming in to give you reciprocal energy. If you are going to give them passion, they're going to give you passion. If you're going to give them romance, they're going to give you romance. If you're going to tell them that you want them in your life forever, they're going to say, I want to be in your life forever. But I don't necessarily think that that's what's going on. I think that there is competition going on behind the scenes. I feel like the Eight of Swords is telling me that your hands are tied, that you feel like you have no other options, and so that's why you're letting this person back in. But the Six of Pentacles is telling me that this person will start out giving you reciprocal energy, for sure. But it does feel like they're not necessarily going to stay. I think that this is a time of destiny for you. So I want to say that you're being tested, right? The universe is saying, did you learn this lesson, Leo? Did you learn the lesson that the last time when you were with this person? Because I feel like there's more things that are coming in the future here. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me that expansion's on the table, and it's destiny that this person came back and tried you, because the universe wants to know, what are you ready for? Are you ready for your destiny? Are you ready to move forward and expand? Or would you rather go back and try again with this person? And none of those things is the wrong decision. Please know, if you need the lesson, then you need to go back. If you don't need the lesson and you've learned it, that's when you're going to feel like you should move forward. Neither one of those is bad. I'm going to say it's a decision that you must make. So I feel like things are going to move forward for you. Regardless of whether you let them in or not. I feel like there is going to be an expansion. I feel like it's destiny that they show up, but whether or not you stay together is another thing. For some of you, I feel like you are looking forward to some sort of a long-term thing. I think that's what you want, but I don't think that this is something that I can tell you that will happen. It doesn't feel like it's sure. It's not a sure thing. It's something that we don't really know, but Three of Swords is here. So the most likely thing is this person is possibly someone who hides, like who keeps everything close to the chest, who really doesn't show you that they have feelings for you, and it feels like it ends up in what you don't see, right? Is what the Three of Swords is. It ends up in some sort of a heartache or heartbreak for you. Although temporary happiness, right? So it depends on what sort of frame of mind you're in. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. More Scorpio energy. We've got Leo energy. We've got Taurus, Aquarius, Cancer. We've got Gemini and Libra. Got more fire energy. We've got Pisces and Cancer here as well. All right. Let's take a look at you, Virgo. How are you, Virgo? This is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo, please, for this week. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo. Virgo, we have the King of Pentacles showing up as the King in the Earth energies here. I feel like you're under a lot of financial pressure right now. We've got the Seven of Wands. And we've got the Emperor here. It feels like you are carrying a lot of financial burdens here. It almost feels like somebody is trying to avoid the creditors. That's what it looks like here to me. Trying to avoid the creditors. It feels like you are the person who is in charge of it all. You are the person who carries all of the financial burdens here. It feels like, yeah, it's heavy. And I feel like you're fighting some people off here. Tell me what the King of Pentacles can tell us, please. We've got them, yeah, you're carrying it all on your own here. It's something that you're doing by yourself. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So I think that, it does feel like you're trying your best, I'm going to say. You're trying your best to move forward, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles to maybe make better investments or invest your money better. I want to say that this strife that you're going through, heavy debt possibly that you're carrying, it feels like you're carrying it because you are the Emperor. So you're the business owner, or you're the person who owns the mortgage, like who holds the mortgage or owns the house or has the car or whatever it is. It's like you're carrying it all. Maybe you're the mother or you're the father, you're carrying it all. And I want to say that you're not telling anybody. You're not telling anybody. I feel like you need to make better investments with your money, but I also feel like you're confident that by making better investments that things will clear themselves up. It feels like you are doing this on your own, and I feel like you have built something from the ground up by yourself. So I feel like you're very confident that you could do it again, that you could invest and that you could make that Ace of Pentacles grow into the Ten of Pentacles, because we have 9 and 1 is 10. I feel like this is something you're keeping a secret, that you're having a hard time right now. It feels like you're going to be able to drop these financial burdens is what I want to say, because I feel like this is going to work out for you, that your intuitive energy, maybe you're in an intuitive business and this is how you make your money, but it feels like this intuition here, or this High Priestess energy, makes me feel like you're being quiet by design, like you're doing it for a reason, because you do want to build it by yourself. But it is a very heavy load to carry here. Tell me more about Virgo. We have the Justice card, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the 4 of Cups. So we do have, something is going to level itself out here, Virgo. It's going to work out for you. It's going to level everything is going to level out here. The Emperor is going to have some sort of new way of investment, or somebody's going to invest in you. Look, maybe you pick up an investor for your job, for your business, right? Justice is here. So something is being restored for you. The finances are being restored. So things are going to work out. It feels like you just have to detach from the outcome, I'm going to say, and stop acting in scarcity. So sometimes the universe will give us a lesson. And the lesson is, if I give this to you and you spend it wildly on things that you don't need, then maybe I shouldn't be giving you more money or more energy. I feel like the 4 of Coins is telling me that you need to practice saving, or you need to practice reinvesting. It feels like you need to detach from overspending. It's time for you to save just a little bit, plan a little better, I want to say. But the Justice tells me that you will get all of that done. It feels like things are coming into justice for you. We do have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, everything's going to be moving forward for you here. So I feel like you're just in a bit of a stuck spot right now, but it feels like something here is going to pan out for you. Tell me what the outcome is here for Virgo, please. We've got the Devil energy. We've got the King of Swords. And we've got the 10 of Cups. So I feel like whatever place that you've been chained to, whatever you're stuck to, it does feel like you're in some heavy debt, or, you know, you're at the place in a business where it could go either way. Do I need to get another job while I'm supplementing my business? Like, what do I do? It feels like the King of Swords comes along. They are the person who is really smart, right? They're really smart. They are somebody who's maybe a lawyer, somebody who's going over details, giving you factual stuff. Maybe they're a teacher. Maybe there's someone who's maybe they're the person who's going to invest in you. But the Ten of Cups is here. It makes you really happy that someone has shown up with the final word. Like, this person is highly intelligent, right? So they're going to help you, I feel, make your investments better, or teach you how to be an accountant, or teach you how to be somebody who has stability financially. And I think you do. I think you do have stability financially at this time. I just think that right now it's sort of in a place where it's like, it could go this way or that way. If this investment doesn't work out, then I'm done. But I feel like the investment works out because the Emperor is here with the Justice card. So I feel like the King of Swords is somebody that you involve in your business or in your life to help you cut away from the devil, the doubts, the fears, the things that you feel aren't going to work out, the codependencies of other people that are in your life. It feels like this makes you very happy. It also makes your family very happy if you have a family, that this King of Swords has sort of stepped up to save the day, or to give you more information if you're willing to learn. What's around the corner is the Three of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So I feel like you are going to have to put in a lot of extra work. I'm just not going to even lie to you. You're going to have to be working 24/7. Like, it feels like you're going to have to put in a lot of work, but I think that you love your work. I think that it makes you excited and happy. The thing is that, there's always a double-edged sword. Every sword has a double edge. And I feel like the double-edged sword is that you're going to have to spend more time away from your family. And because it feels like the work is what's causing the heartbreak. It feels like all the hard work I'm doing is what's causing the disappointment or the heartbreak. The disappointing thing is maybe you end up traveling. Maybe you end up doing something that you didn't want to do that ends up making you spend more time away from the family or away from whatever you love the most. But I feel like you're happy to be able to work, to be able to have the hard work to do. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be up in your head just a little bit here. We've got the King of Cups. I think you're keeping it all under the surface. Probably just trying to, if you've got a spouse, maybe you're just trying to say, it's okay. It's not as confusing as it looks. I'm going to work things out. It's going to work out fine. And it will, because the Queen of Wands is never going to lay down on the job, right? Queen of Wands always has a resolution that they can do something independently to make things work. I can run into the future and get what I want. The Queen always gets what she wants because she's used to doing whatever she has to do, being resilient to get there. So I feel like if it is a financial thing, and it really does heavily feel like that for me, if it is a financial thing, that it feels like somebody is that somebody who can help, whether they are a legal professional or somebody that you know. Could be a judge, a magistrate, somebody says something in your favor. We did see the Justice card as well. It could be something that ends up working out for you in the courts as well. So we do have Capricorn energy. We have Libra, Sagittarius, more Capricorn. We have Pisces energy, Taurus. We have Libra. We have Aries energy, Cancer. We have Leo and Sagittarius, more Pisces, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. All right, Libra. Tell me about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on for Libra this week. Sneak peek for this week for Libra. You guys got your air signs. You got a whole lot of energy coming at you this week because I just did the air signs, which came out early this morning. So that's for this week. And now we got the sneak peek for this week. You guys got a whole lot of energy coming at you. Here we go, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week for Libra? We've got the Three of Swords, the Empress, the Seven of Wands, and the Judgment card. The Chariot is in the reverse. There's something here that you're disappointed that is not moving forward. I feel like you've already made your decision about something, but it feels like even after you made the decision about it, it feels like somebody here is got their boundaries up. I think it's the Empress. So the Empress could be feminine or masculine energy, Taurus and Libra energy. It feels like that you're disappointed in an Empress. Disappointed that this person maybe won't let you in, or feels like they're protecting themselves. It feels like they have boundaries up. It feels like this person, I feel like you've already made a decision that you want to move forward, or that you're trying to get back in their life. It could be that as well. Because Judgment is something that's coming back round, right? So this could be a second time round for you and the Empress. It does feel like there was, if it is second time round, it feels like it didn't end well last time, that there was some disappointment or heartache, and that things stopped, that the Chariot is here. But in the reverse, we've got the Strength card as well. So standoffish, holding back. Lots of boundaries here. Trying to protect myself and what is mine. I feel like you are trying to answer the call. It's like, I want to say that for you, Libra, that you want to go back around, but the Empress has got the boundaries up. So it feels like there's two people here that are at a standoff. It's like, but I'm coming back around, and the Empress is like, no, I got the boundaries up. But I think that's what's making you disappointed. I think that you're disappointed or upset or sad or heartbroken that the Empress has the boundaries up at this time. Maybe they're not answering your calls. Maybe they're maybe they're just not answering your texts. We do have the Queen of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Cups. I think somebody here wants to apologize. I want to say sorry. Can we start again? Can we start where we left off? That's what the Three of Pentacles is giving me. And then the Queen of Cups here is the energy of, I'm ready to love, or I'm ready to be compassionate and kind and loving, and I'm ready to show you my feelings and my love. But I feel like the Empress, it feels, the Empress has a lot of boundaries, right? This person knows their worth and they don't really need anyone. So I feel like, Libra, that you could be the Empress, or maybe you're trying to get back into the Empress's life. But it feels like that somebody here is saying, look, I just want to try again. I'm sorry that whatever argument or fight or whatever the Three of Swords represents, whatever that was that we did, I'm really sorry about that, but I want to try again, and I want to try again to start off, to pick up where we left off. The Three of Pentacles, pick up where we left off. Can we start at just seeing each other again? Maybe can we just start by having coffee with each other? Can we start by building sort of a solid foundation, a friendship maybe? We've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the World card, and we've got the Three of Cups. So I feel like you asked this person to meet in a public place. It does feel like you have some pretty big feelings for this person, but it also feels like you feel that the door is closed. I feel like you're still going to extend the invitation. Can we go out? Can I take you out? Or can you go out with me? It feels like you're going to extend the invitation anyway, even though you feel like this chapter has already closed. However, I think for some of you, you just want to close the chapter of whatever went on back there so you can begin brand new with a brand new cup, possibly. We do have the Six of Pentacles, and you're hoping for reciprocal energy. So you're hoping that this person is going to say yes to the invitation. Let's find out if they do. Will they say yes to the invitation? Yes, I think that they will. I think that they will agree to meet you somewhere public, I'm going to say. They're not going to invite you over. They're not going to want to come to your house. But I feel like whether you're the Empress or they are, maybe you're the one with the boundaries and maybe someone else is coming in on you, or vice versa, take it as it is. It feels like whomever is extending the invite can be sure that the other person is probably going to say yes. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the Sun, and we have the Lovers here. I think someone is really anxiously wanting to move things forward quickly. And I think it's you. I think that you've had some sort of a realization or a breakthrough here that you really want to grow this love. And I feel as though you want to do that sooner than later. It does feel like you're choosing this person and you see them for what they are. You see the situation for what it is. It feels like you're hoping, I feel, that things are going to, that they're also going to have this breakthrough and that things can move forward really quickly here. Tell me what is around the corner for Libra. We've got the Five of Swords, we've got the Ace of Swords, and we've got the King of Swords. Okay, so all up in your head for what's around the corner. So when I say around the corner, I mean like maybe next week, right? So the Five of Swords is intrusive thoughts. Maybe you haven't heard from them yet. Maybe you've extended the invitation. You're expecting for them to say yes, but you haven't heard from them yet. I feel like when you hear from them that they're kind of prickly and cold a little bit, that they're a little bit shut off. I want to say that they're talking in a very reasonable way. I feel like this person still doesn't have trust about the situation. The King of Swords is in their head trying to figure out whether I should even step forward with Libra or not. Or maybe you are thinking that, right? Because can be either way. So I don't really know if I should trust this person. Maybe we can have a conversation over the phone first. And because I feel like somebody here is having intrusive thoughts about the past, that maybe whatever happened in the past that broke my heart could be happening again. So I feel like really the King of Swords is like, maybe I need to face this thing head on. And I think that maybe we should talk on the phone first, because somebody here is having some sort of intrusive thoughts or is worried that if we get face to face, we're going to argue and fight, and it's going to happen the same way it did last time, and then we'll just move on from here. We have the King of Cups. So it feels like somebody here is dealing with you in swords this week. If you are the Empress, they're dealing with you in swords. If you are the one pursuing the Empress I feel is dealing with you in swords. It feels like is dealing with you like, can we talk on the phone? Let's text for a little bit. It feels like there are a lot of feelings here, and there are two people who are sort of on the same page in terms of their feelings, but I feel all these swords almost feels like a wall or a fence. It feels like those are the boundaries. It's like, I want to talk to you first. Maybe we should get acquainted over the phone, give each other, reciprocal things. Let's talk about the things that we're thinking about before we even head to this King of Cups energy. So we have Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, and Pisces. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, we've got Leo, Libra, and Taurus, and the Five of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. Speaking of Scorpio, let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. Sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. What's going on for this week for Scorpio, please? Tell me about Scorpio. We've got the Chariot. Something's moving really quickly for you, Scorpio. And I don't think that you expected that it would. It feels like there is hidden feelings here. It feels like the Queen of Wands may have some hidden feelings, but I feel like something moves forward for you this week. It feels like with this Queen of Wands energy that somebody is going to make a really bold move that you're not expecting, is what it feels like. We do have this Chariot energy, which is Cancer energy. So it feels like something's been submerged because the Moon energy is here, and it isn't what it seemed like. It doesn't feel like you really knew what was going on, but things weren't as they seemed. And I feel like there's been some submerged feelings, and it feels like it's the Queen of Wands that has the feelings for you, possibly. Someone who could be a Cancer, or maybe an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Leo, maybe a Pisces energy, possibly. Tell me about this. Tell me about this Chariot, please. We've got the Devil energy. Ooh, we got the Tower. And we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So I want to say there is some sort of a shift of energy here. It's a big shift. And it does feel as though it scares you to death. Like it terrifies you. It feels like that. Scorpio, it feels like it's something here is coming to the surface that you didn't expect. Somebody is going to make a bold move and tell you how they feel about you this week. And the Tower is like it's going to shock you or shift you. The Devil energy tells me it's a little bit of fear. It's like I'm not sure if I want to be attached to anyone or anything. It feels like you're keeping your feelings under the surface. The Magician is here, so I feel you do want transformation. You have been manifesting this. That's the thing. You've been manifesting this, but I don't think that you expected that it would show up as quick as this, is what it feels like. Now, it feels like this is something that you're unsure about. Do I really want to invest all of my feelings and emotions, all of my time and energy? Do I want to invest it here? It feels like you're going to be forced to make some sort of decision because somebody here, whether they are an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Leo or not, they are going to make a bold move towards you. I think that they're going to speak their feelings, to be honest, is what's going on here. We have the Hierophant in the reverse, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Star energy. So I feel like it throws you right off your center of gravity here. It shocks you. It's a shocking sort of confession that somebody wants to have stability with you. Let's go out and have fun. Let's move in together. Or it feels like it's something that's shocking. I feel like with this Hierophant energy in the reverse, for some of you, somebody could be saying, will you move in with me? I'm not ready to get married yet. I'm not ready to get engaged, not ready to get married, but do you want to move in with me? I feel like the star energy is like, I feel like you got to think about it. I feel like this is sort of a bittersweet moment of it's happening and you are waiting for it to happen. But I feel like it's something that you were hoping for that isn't necessarily, you weren't necessarily hoping for it in this way. So I think that somebody here is like, yeah, sure, let's get some stability. Let's go to the next level of our relationship. Let's move in. But I don't think that they really, yeah, I think you were hopeful that this was going to happen, but I don't think that this person is ready for commitment. I'm just going to say, I think commitment is way off in the distance, way off in the future. So you have a decision to make, I feel. What are you going to do here? You have a decision that you need to make. Do I move forward quickly? Do I move in with this person or do I not? Because I feel like somebody is coming at you with all of it. They're like, look, I've had hidden feelings for a while and I just, I want to move forward. I think it's a shock to you because I feel like you were feeling a little bit like this person maybe wasn't interested in a relationship at all. But they are. But they're not. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, they're like, well, let's move in. But no, it's not guaranteed that we're going to be married. It's not a guaranteed commitment. The outcome is a Judgment card. So you have to make a decision. And I think that, ooh, look at that, all that major arcana. So you need to make a really big decision because this is going to put your life in a very different trajectory, Scorpio. It's going to put you on a very different path. So the Hermit is here telling you, please go within. Go within, maybe be quiet for a little bit. Think about what it is that you want to do. What do you want the outcome to be? Because the Wheel of Fortune is here and it is destiny that you get into this place where you are faced with this to make this decision. And so the universe is presenting it to you in a fashion of, is this what you want that you want to move forward in your life with? So the Wheel of Fortune is here and this is destined. It is destined change that is to happen here. But that doesn't mean you should do it. It means you should think about it. It means you should go into Hermit energy and really go over the details and really go over the self and figure out if this is what you really want. Because Judgment is here and it's giving you the opportunity or giving you the call, but you're the one that has to make the decision to let something die or let something be gone in the past in order to move forward here. So I feel like something shows to the surface this week that sort of shocks you. And I don't think that you were expecting it. And I feel like it feels like destiny. What's around the corner? We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the Three of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So you immediately go into this place of confusion. I'm not really sure. This looks really happy. We have a lot of fun together. It's really emotionally exciting. This is what I've been hoping for. This is the moment of celebration where this person's finally investing in me. But how much of an investment is it? I feel like that's what you're going to find out when you go into the Hermit energy. That, that this could be way off into the future. That we're going to move quickly now, but it's going to be like a hurry up and wait scenario. This person is somebody, like you're hopeful that while you're living with them, that they're going to want to get married, but there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that they're going to want to move things into, a permanent place with you. They do want to invest, and it does feel like it's something that you've wished for and hoped for, but I feel it brings you to a place of confusion. Is this smoke and mirrors? Do they just want me to move in so, they can have me pay all their bills? Or do they just want to move in so they can have a housekeeper? Like it feels like it's a decision you're going to have to make by going into the Hermit energy. We do have the Six of Cups. You do feel a soulmate connection to this person, or you've known them for a long time. And it does feel like this is an exciting new opportunity for you, but you're going to have to drop some burdens first. You feel a little bit blocked because you're carrying some burdens of wounded warrior energy. So either this has happened to you before and didn't work out, or you're just carrying these emotions of, what if it doesn't work out? So I feel like this is like this worry of, what if it doesn't work out? What if I just end up hitting the 9 and never getting to the 10, never getting to the part of the cycle I want to get to? So I feel like you have to drop those expectations before you decide to move forward here, because you do have a block. Yeah, it's something you're going to have to figure out here, because Temperance is here in the reverse, and I feel like that Temperance in the reverse energy is telling you, like, is this really do you want this at this time now? Is this a moment of alchemy? Is this really what you want at this time? So I feel like you're supposed to go in Hermit energy and make that decision, Scorpio. right, so we do have Scorpio energy here. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Aquarius, Cancer. We have Taurus. We have more Scorpio, more Capricorn, Pisces and Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo a couple of times here with Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. All right, Scorpio. Let's look at you, Sagittarius. How are you, Saggies? Fire family. Tell me about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for this week. Sneak peek for this week, the next 7 days for Sagittarius. What's coming up for Sag, please? Ooh, Sagittarius. I just got a really little bit of a maybe anxious excitement in my belly for a second there. Tell me what's going on for Sagittarius here. What's going on? Feels like there's a little bit of excitement coming up for you this week. Tell me what's going on for Sag. We've got the Knight of Swords. So something's coming in quickly, and I think that's what I was feeling in my belly a little bit. It feels like something is about to show up rapidly. Maybe you're about to have a conversation with someone. The Knight of Swords is aggressively moving quick, right? Fast energy. We've got the Magician. We've got the Two of Wands, and we've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles here. I feel like there is somebody showing up here to give you some sort of reciprocal energy that you've been hoping for. The Two of Wands is telling me somebody's going to take action on their manifestation. So somebody sees you maybe as their manifestation, or maybe you've been manifesting it, but somebody's about to take action. You're about to actually see your manifestation in action this week is what it feels like. The Three of Pentacles is here. And I want to say that it feels a little bit like I got to stabilize myself, or I've got to get a little bit of stability here. It feels like there's a big talk coming. It feels like a big talk with somebody that you would consider to be a friend, or maybe that's somebody that you've been dating, and you're not at the stage yet where you're calling yourself like boyfriend and girlfriend. Like it feels like you're not calling them your counterpart, but it feels like you're sort of at a friendship stage at this point. Maybe even friends with benefits. We've got fire and earth together here, the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. But it feels like there is a heart-to-heart maybe conversation that comes up here, but it feels a bit aggressive. Like it feels like it's coming at you aggressively, or it feels like someone's taking aggressive action on their manifestation here. So that means that someone could be coming at you. And it could be this person who's in the Three of Pentacles. They could be a coworker. They could be someone that you met in a social group, a network, a friend of a friend, possibly. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. What do we need to know about the Knight of Swords? We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Five, is that the Five? Yeah, the Five of Swords is in the reverse. And then we have the Empress. We do have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like somebody wants to resolve something with you this week. It does feel like with the Seven of Cups that there's been a confusion, but it's an emotional confusion. It does feel like somebody is not sure about how you feel about them, and they want to know how you feel about them. The Empress is here. The Empress could be you. It could be somebody else. Take it as it is, because it's Libra and Taurus, and you're a Sagittarius. So you might have Libra Taurus energy, or you might know that you're at the Empress level. Just because you are Libra or Taurus doesn't mean you're the Empress. You might have the wisdom of the queens, and that's what makes you the Empress. So it does feel like somebody here, I feel if you were the Empress, somebody here wants to resolve something with you. They no longer want to cut through the confusion by having some sort of a heart-to-heart conversation this week is what it feels like. And they're about to act on their manifestation with you. The Queen of Swords is here. So it feels like somebody is coming in, and it's not that they're coming in with a lot of emotion, understand. It doesn't feel like it's really very emotional. It feels confusing. That's what the Seven of Cups is. But it feels like we've got swords, swords, and swords. It almost feels like this person has been up in their head for a while, and they want some clarity on something here. Clarity on the Three of Wands. What is coming up in the future? What does this hold for us in the future? It feels like there is going to be an emotionally confusing heart-to-heart, but it's going to oscillate between emotional overwhelm, maybe tears, maybe excitement, but it's also going to go into this place of let's just calm ourselves and talk about this realistically. It's like a realistic conversation here. I feel like if you are the Empress, it feels like somebody is coming to you, I want to say. Maybe you're inviting someone over and they're coming to your home. But it feels like it's coming at you if you are the Empress. It could also, the Empress isn't going to chase, so I don't think it's anybody else coming at you. The Empress is never going to chase. So we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Devil in the reverse. So somebody's revealing their feelings. That's what it is. Going to burn it to the ground. You know what they're going to burn to the ground? The friendship. That's what it is. So somebody is deciding, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I want to talk. I want to reveal my feelings. I want to reveal all of this emotional stuff to you. The emotional, I want this new beginning. I want to reveal that I have a lot of emotions for you. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve. The Devil in the reverse is the release or the relief. It's like the release here. We've got the Death. Something is changing here. The Death card in the future tells me that there is transformation going on right now. So it feels like somebody here is feeling very pressured or feeling that they're carrying a lot of heavy energy about their feelings for you. And it feels like they're going to have to release it because they no longer want to be stuck in their head about what's going on in the situation. So I feel like there's a conversation coming up this week for you, Sagittarius, that is going to clear things up. We have the Two of Cups. There it is. So they do want to come in, and I feel like this 2 cups and 1 is 3. It feels like they might ask you to meet them out somewhere, or they might ask if they can come over or ask you to come over. But it feels like there's going to be some sort of a reunion between 2 people. And I don't mean that, after years. I mean like, maybe after 2 or 3 months, we haven't seen each other. We're coming back together again because someone can no longer carry the heavy weight of their feelings. They need to release and tell you that they have a lot of feelings for you here. 2 of Cups. It is somebody that you mirror or that mirrors you. It is somebody that you would currently call a friend. And look, if you have a friend that you're not romantically interested in, that you're not the person I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone here who would say, this person is my friend, but you really have an attraction for them, or you have a lot of feelings that are pent up, that you're not saying anything because maybe you're the Empress and you're not the one who chases. So you're waiting for somebody to come bring their feelings to the surface. Tell me what the outcome is here for Sagittarius, please. I think if you reveal your feelings, they're going to reveal the same, or vice versa. If they reveal their feelings, they're hoping you feel the same. The outcome. We've got the 8 of Swords. We've got the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. 888. Look at that. Jackpot, friend. You're winning something. You are winning something. Someone is acting on their intuition this week, and I feel like it's going to make you very happy. I feel like this is all of it, I want to say. And what's the word I'm looking for? I'm using other words because the word I'm looking for is failing me. I feel with the 3 8s here, it's telling me that everything is working out the way you want it to. That this is somebody who's acting on their intuition, and this is something that you wanted, and I feel like it all works out the way you want it to. And that, if that's not a sign for you, I don't know what is. The 8 of Swords is here. Somebody who was previously in their head about, I don't know what I can do. I don't know if I can make this work. I'm not really sure. I can't get out of my head. The 8 of Pentacles is here. Now they're willing to put the hard work into it. I feel like I could, if I work really hard at walking away from something that's in the past, that maybe I could start something with Sagittarius. So it's like somebody is on the edge of maybe a decision-making moment, deciding between you and somebody else. And it feels like they want you, I'm going to say, with the 3 8s here. Intuition is on point. Abundance is here. Tell me what's around the corner for Sagittarius. Wow, I don't think I've ever dealt 3 8s before in a row like that. We do have the King of Wands. We have the Temperance card, and we have the Judgment card. Yep, you're being pursued. That's what it looks like. The King of Wands is just going to go get what they want, right? The Temperance card is here, providing the perfect environments for everything to go the way it's supposed to. This is the moment of judgment. So I do feel like somebody here is showing up. The Hanged Man, they've been in a pause. They've been holding back, trying to get perspective, trying to figure out if they want to be with you. Are you the wish fulfillment? They're trying to figure it out, and I think that they do figure it out this week. So I think that the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, you'll have the reunion. You'll see them at some point, either in a social situation, or maybe you'll invite them over, or they'll invite you over. But the Judgment card is here, and that tells me that somebody is deciding that they want to lay something to rest, so they want to leave something. Maybe they live far away from you and they want to move close. Maybe they had a relationship back there that they're ending, and they've decided they're ending it because they'd rather be with you. But either way, that the Judgment card is here, and it tells me that your life is about to go on a very different trajectory. Everything's about to change here because the King of Wands is coming in, and whether that King of Wands is feminine or masculine, that person is pursuing you. They're very fired up, excited. One more card. We have the Six of Pentacles to give you reciprocal energy and let you know that they're willing to change with you, that they're willing to have this transformation with you. We do have the Page of Cups. That's beautiful. Sag, for those of you who are doing this looks really beautiful. Somebody's bringing soft, beautiful affection to the surface. This is a really beautiful and romantic kind of energy. And I feel like they've changed, or they've changed their heart space, or changed their mind. We have the Seven of Swords, where they were keeping it all under the surface and confining it there. But I feel like they're about to let it rip. Someone's about to let something loose here, and it's going to be to your benefit, Sag. We do have the Devil card. We've got Capricorn. We've got Virgo and Pisces. We've got Sagittarius energy. There you are. And so, yeah, Temperance is right next to the King of Wands, right? So definitely someone is going to be pursuing you here. They could be a fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We do have Sagittarius here as well. We have Virgo energy. We have Capricorn energy. We have Gemini and Aries. We have more Gemini. We have Taurus and Libra, which is the Empress. Somebody wants to resolve something with you here. Yeah. And we have Scorpio here. And it looks like Cancer as well. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Well, you have a very exciting week coming up, Sag. And I'll expect that you show up and tell me what went on. All right, talk about you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's going on for you. Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week, the next 7 days for Cappies. My Earth cousins, Capricorn. We've got the Strength card. Something that you're going to have to be courageous about here. The Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So it does feel like there's a lot of emotional stuff going on this week. And I feel like you have to be courageous because this week is about to get highly emotional. I feel like part of the emotions is happiness. It does feel like there is going to be an emotional happiness that you'll be celebrating. The Knight of Cups is here. So it feels like this passive knight is coming in for wish fulfillment. The Queen of Cups is here. It feels like there is deep emotions to be expressed here. Deep emotions that make me very happy. I feel like you're the wish fulfillment. I feel like we can make a go of it, right? That's what it feels like. The Strength card here is, I'm going to tell you to have courage because I feel like you've been waiting for something like this for a long time, maybe months. Maybe you've been waiting for someone to come to their senses, possibly. Someone's been biting their tongue for a long time and holding back, and they didn't want to speak about their feelings. But I feel like somebody is sort of feeling kind of in an energy of, you know, fire is Leo, and then we've got water here. They're feeling very tempered. They're feeling like they're in temperance. Maybe now is the right time. We've got the World card. We've got the Hermit energy, and we've got the Four of Pentacles. So I think somebody was holding back and not saying much to you. I feel like they were in a think tank, like they were holding back or pulling back from you because they had to figure out what they wanted for their future, and if they were healed enough to be able to close a door to the past in order to be able to open a door with you. So it feels like with the World card that there is something here that is coming full circle, or an old chapter that is closing here, and I have to heal that chapter. So somebody here is holding back, or there's been a delay because somebody here wants to heal themselves so they can be open for you. Because I feel like there was a chapter that they had to close, a major shift in their life. It could have been a divorce. It could have been, I sold the house, I moved to your end of the country. Like, it feels like something major shifted for somebody here. And the Four of Pentacles tells me that they weren't yet ready to be vulnerable with you, that they were still holding back, but that's why they were in hermit energy. So I feel like you're supposed to be brave, because I feel like somebody is coming forward after biting their tongue for a long time to express all sorts of emotions, is what it looks like here. We do have the Five of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Sun. There is a breakthrough here. Somebody's been planning this for a while. They've been planning to take action here for a while, but I feel what they were doing kind of was holding back, Cap, because they thought that maybe there was other people that you were entertaining. So, and I don't mean that in a terrible way. I mean, like, maybe that they thought that other people wanted to date you, right? And so maybe they didn't want the competition. Maybe they're like, you know what? You know, there's those people who will say, well, if there's competition, then maybe you should choose them. And I feel like that this person was sort of holding back or in a delay, you know, thinking about, do I want to put my hat in the ring? Or do I want to stay in this Five of Wands, this lack energy of beating myself up and holding myself back? Well, I think that somebody talk themselves into moving forward is what it is. The Two of Wands tells me that they are planning to take action, and it is going to be some sort of a breakthrough. And I don't think that you're expecting it, because you haven't been talking with them for a while. And it feels like there's been a lot of maybe tension between you, or there's been a fence between you. It feels like there's a lot of boundaries up, or somebody feels very defensive when we talk. Like, it feels like you weren't expecting this at all. It's kind of a breakthrough of growth. Like, when the Sun is here, everything's happy, right? So somebody is thinking about all the happiness that could come from them taking action. We've got a lot of wands here. We've got 7 and 9 wands. Maybe this person is a wounded warrior, and because they're coming out of this really tough cycle here, everything is shifting, right? The end of a life cycle. So maybe they're a wounded warrior and they didn't know if they had what it took to be able to come forward to you. So they are somebody who's almost ready to show up. So I'm going to say don't give up. They're almost ready to show up. The Sun is here. Things are you're going to be enlightened about what's been going on here, and that they've actually been planning behind the scenes to come forward. The Sun is here, and so there's going to be some sort of a breakthrough. We're going to grow through this. So something here is going to grow. Tell me what the outcome is here for Capricorn. Tell me about the outcome for Cap. The outcome for Capricorn, please. We've got the Chariot. Things are moving forward here in a very happy way. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation. I feel like you're going to have the talk. It feels like the Three of Cups is like, we're going to talk about our reunion. We're going to talk about coming together. We're going to talk about celebration. How do we celebrate this? It's going to be a celebratory conversation. So you're going to make some ground. It feels like with the Chariot being here that things are about to move forward. It's a burst of energy, right? About to move forward here. Somebody was keeping their feelings under the surface until they made a decision about you. And so now they've decided that they want to leave the choppy waters and go to the calm waters. So they want to make things right. They want to move forward into a more serene place with you. Tell me what's around the corner for Capricorn, please. Got the Ten of Cups. Well, that's a good thing around the corner. We've got the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Two of Cups. So somebody really is pursuing you. They're pursuing an emotional connection with you. Somebody who you've hugged before, somebody who you've had long hugs with before. It feels like it could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, maybe a Pisces for some of you. Pisces, Cancer, possibly. It feels like, or Scorpio, it feels like this Ten of Cups is like this person is very excited and happy to pursue you, is what it feels like. They've been carrying around a lot of heavy burdens of, what am I going to do for my legacy? They've been carrying around this heaviness of, my heart is broken, but I do want something long-term with Capricorn. It feels like this is going to end up being long-term, but I feel like they've been carrying it around for so long that it feels exhausting almost. Like, it does feel exhausting. We do have the Eight of Swords. They were up in their head until the wheel finally turned. And now things are going to be moving forward here. They were sitting around, Queen of Wands. They weren't doing anything, but then the Wheel of Fortune pushed them forward. So I feel like the Wheel of Fortune shows up. It's destiny, right? And so I feel like there is a destiny that someone comes out from behind these heavy burdens that they've been carrying, and they're going to show you exactly, like with action. They're going to show you that they love you. It's not something you're going to have to assume. They're going to show you. All right. We have Leo energy. We've got lots of fire, so we've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, Virgo energy. We've got more Leo, Cancer energy, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius, and Leo energy. All right. Sounds like an exciting week for you, Capricorn. Let's talk about you, Aquarius. You had quite a banger of a reading earlier this morning. Things are about to change for you. Let's find out if we've got a continuance here. Let's talk about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Your readings have come to life. That's what happens when we get an influx of people, lots of people giving me their energy, thinking about what's coming up next week. That's what's happened here. We've had a breakthrough in this Aquarius tribe. Tell me about Aquarius. What's coming up this week? What's coming up this week? The next 7 days for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aquarius. The 7 of Pentacles is in the reverse this week. No more waiting. I'm not waiting for any of it. Put in enough time waiting. I'm not waiting anymore. What are you not waiting for? Wish fulfillment. 4 of Swords and the Page. This is really cute. This is really sweet. I feel like you have affection for someone here. I wouldn't say it's all out love, Aquarius, but I do feel that it's a very healed kind of, it's the beginning of something. I want to say that there is somebody here that you've sort of been out of contact with for a little bit, and the 4 of Swords possibly. Maybe that person's been unwell, or maybe you have, but it does feel like with the Page of Cups that I feel like you're sort of standing there with the cup saying, do you accept my cup? It feels like this is a wish fulfillment for you, one that you've been waiting on. Like it feels like you've been waiting to say something. You've been waiting to bring this to life, this manifestation to life, but it feels like there's been delays, I want to say. The Hierophant is here. We could be talking about a Taurus possibly that you're dealing with. We do have other energy here, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Tell me about why you don't want to wait. I feel like you're dealing with a spiritual teacher or somebody who is a Hierophant, somebody who is very structured, or somebody who's very traditional, somebody who's maybe a little bit older. Like it feels like, you know, that all of those things come with time, right? So it feels like somebody here is, it feels like or maybe that is just an indication that you want to move really slow toward commitment, possibly. Tell me about the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So you no longer want to wait. You want to plant that Page of Pentacles. I think you're giving somebody an offer this week. We do have the Queen of Swords. So there is going to be talk about an offer. And we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like, I want to say that the 9 of Cups in the reverse tells me that you're sort of iffy on whether this is wish fulfillment or not. Like I feel like this is your manifestation, and I feel like the wish fulfillment is something that you've been hoping for healing for. But I feel like the 9 of Cups in the reverse tells me that maybe you think it's not going to work out the way that you want to. Maybe they're not. Maybe you're going to be met with the Queen of Swords, somebody who's going to give you the, this is not really what I want, or I'm just going to be honest with you. When they start with that, it's not great, right? So I feel like you think you're going to be met with the Queen of Swords. So somebody who's going to be looking at this analytically, while you're trying to look at it more, maybe about starting to be a little more vulnerable with your emotions. The Queen of Swords could be you, understand, because we're in a general reading, and so that's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So I feel like you're the one who is going to speak about your feelings. It feels like whether you just squeak them out, just feels like a little squeak, maybe. I feel like that you're going to say what you've got to say, but I don't think that you feel that it's going to work out the way that you want it to. I feel like the Queen of Swords tells me that you're going to remain in this energy of being neutral. And so whatever happens, happens. That's what I'm getting from this Libra energy here. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to remain steady. I'm going to remain in balance. And I'm not going to let my feelings get the best of me. What I'm going to do is remain practical. I'm going to give the offer. I'm going to name the offer. I'm going to tell this person what the offer is, and then I'm going to wait for the answer. So we have the Hanged Man energy, and it's in the future. It's perspective. You're about to get perspective on somebody who is going to make a decision. You could be dealing with a High Priestess, somebody who's Piscean or who has psychic energy. It feels like this person has been very quiet with you. They've been quiet with you. You don't really know what they're thinking. There's something under the surface and you're not really sure what to make of it. Now the King of Swords shows up and there you are, right? Whether you are feminine or masculine, I feel like you're going to be having a conversation, possibly with the Queen or King of Swords, whether you're the feminine or the masculine. So I feel like somebody here has been very silent about how they feel. And I feel like that is about to change. So whether you've been silent about it or they have, somebody's made a decision and has come to a perspective that it's time for me to sacrifice something so I can have what I want. That's what it feels like. The Hanged Man is about sacrifice. It's also about holding back or taking a pause to see if this is really what I want. Tell me more about Aquarius. We have the Two of Cups. So this is someone that you've shared a hug with before. I feel like you really do have feelings for this person, and this feels like reunion energy. So it feels like maybe you haven't seen them for a while. Maybe you spent 2 or 3 months. For me, cups are months, so maybe 2 or 3 months. Some of you 9 maybe. 2 or 3 months away from this person. And it feels like this is somebody that you have hugged before. But I feel like you have 2 of the Cups on the mind, friend. I feel like you no longer want to wait to express your feelings and let somebody know that you have some pretty big feelings for them. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Six of Cups. So there it is. It feels like you are in this energy, Aquarius, of holding back or in some sort of indecision. It feels like you want to move forward with this person because there is no way that they are not your soulmate. Like this Six of Cups, that's what that is. I feel like we've had other lifetimes together. Maybe this is someone you feel like you've known forever, and maybe you just met. Maybe you just met 6 months ago, right? It feels like it's maybe it feels like this indecision here with the Five of Wands is an indecision of how can I feel this strongly about someone I just met? Oh, I got a song. Hang on. And this is crazy. Yeah. Here's my number. Call me, baby. So it feels like this is really kind of freaking you out. That it feels like I just met you and this is crazy, but here's my number. Call me, baby. It feels like it's something that has shocked you, that showed up and you didn't expect it. You had a different plan in mind. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like you've been planning something else. Like it feels like this person, when they show up, is not what the plan was. It feels like you were steadily, slowly in a planning phase of this is what I want. These are the steps I have to take. This is the next thing that comes. But then somebody else shows up here and it feels like you've known them forever. And there's a complete, why do I know you? It feels like you can't stop thinking about them. It's like you don't have any memories with them, but you can't stop thinking about them. But you're wondering why you're in the Six of Cups, because if we don't have any nostalgia together, we don't really know each other all that well, then why do I feel like I've known you forever? That's what it feels like here. So I feel like you are on the precipice here of possibly giving them the best healed energy that you can give them to let them know that you have not a great big fat love request. Like that's not what I'm saying, but there's a lot of emotions here and affection and soft, kind, beautiful. It really feels very romantic to me. Like it feels like a very romantic energy. Tell me about the outcome, please. Tell me about the outcome for Aquarius. We've got the Seven of Swords. I think that's what's scaring you the most, that you don't know what's going on. You're going in blind. Like you're going in to either speak to the Queen of Swords or you are the Queen of Swords. Feminine or masculine, doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. But I feel like this is what scares you the most, is not knowing. It's the not knowing, because something is under the surface that you can feel, but you don't know what the answer is. And is this person going to try and get away with something, break my heart? I'm not really sure. We do have the King of Cups. Somebody's playing poker face with you here, keeping their feelings under the surface. And then we have the Queen of Cups. But you know what? There it is. You two are meant to be. That's what it looks like here. There is such a psychic, electronic, sort of energetic, emotional and romantic connection here that it's undeniable. and we've both been keeping it under the surface. We haven't been telling each other. So I don't think that you have expressed your feelings, and this person has not expressed their feelings. If you're the masculine, I feel like you're the one who plays the poker face. You just kind of want to wait and see the situation first before you say anything. And I feel like the Queen of Cups is somebody who's already been showing you maybe a little bit of affection, because it's hard for the Queen of Cups to contain herself. She's very loving and kind and affectionate, and somebody who is who has a lot of love to give, right? Who's very compassionate and kind. And so I feel like you've been keeping it under the surface, or keeping your feelings under the surface, keeping it quite stoic, but you're not exactly entirely sure how this person feels about you. So I feel like you're going in for the communication this week. We do have the Judgment card. I feel like it's going to throw you for a loop, friend. I'm just going to say, whatever plans you had here, whatever plans you've been going over for a year, maybe, that you've been making for a year, they're about to be thrown out the window, because the Judgment card is here. I feel like this is telling me you're going on a different trajectory. It's like you've been going this way for so long, taking, you know, every possible moment to look over the analytics and, yep, this is in place, this is what I'm going to do. And then all of a sudden, that's what the Judgment card is. I make a decision because I feel a calling, or the call to do the other thing, to do something different. And it comes in with a Tower. It was an inevitable Tower, you understand? Like the Tower's in the reverse here, but it's an inevitable Tower. It's going to shake you up, shake you down. I feel like what's going to happen here is you're going to realize that this person is feeling the same as you. Got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. We have not yet spoken about our feelings. Tell me what's around the corner for Aquarius, please. Look, this does sort of follow through with the reading that I did yesterday. So if you haven't seen that yet for Aquarius, you should probably go back and watch that. We've got the Ace of Swords coming out again. We've got the Tower coming out again. And we got the Death card. Look. Three of Pentacles is here. I feel like what's ending is a friendship. I feel like this is somebody here that you have a friendship with, and you've been keeping feelings under the surface about feeling like, and I mean deep love. Like I feel like you're really deeply, like you're just going to show them a little bit on the surface, like this affection, but I feel like you're really deeply in already, and I feel like they are too. I'm just going to say. So the Ace of Swords is in the reverse. I don't really know what to say. I'm not sure what to say to give clarity. I feel like it's going to come in a moment of Tower. I think you're just going to blurt it out, and it's going to change everything. The Death card is here. Transformation is inevitable, my friend. That's a major arcana card. You don't have control over that. So the inevitable thing is this week you are going to hit a Tower. But the Tower is going to be, now I just got to say it, and it's going to come out weird. I feel like it's going to come out weird. The Ace of Swords is in the reverse. It's not going to come out as clear as I want it to come out. But I feel like if you are the Queen of Swords, you will be very eloquent with your words. But it feels like it's like I don't have total and complete clarity. I'm not really sure. How does everybody feel? Let's get one more card out here. Here we go. It ends up, look, being beautiful. Excitement, passion, fun, stability. We've got the Devil energy. And we've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like you're, geez, it does feel like you're about to release somebody who is codependent, is what it feels like. Because I think you're going for it, friend. I think you're going to go for it with the Nine of Cups, or the Nine of Wands being in the reverse. I feel like you've decided you're going to go for it. You're coming out from behind the fear wall. Yeah, you're pretty confident. Pretty confident here. And guess what? I think it all works out the way you want it to, because things are about to be restored for you. And the Fool is here. Oh my goodness, look at this. The Fool is here. The Fool is here. We've got this new beginning, this new balanced beginning, and we've got an investment. So there's something that you're going to learn this week, and that is that somebody else is as sweet on you as you are on them. I think you're freaking out that you don't think that this is what's going on, but it's what's going on, my friend. It's all going to pan out the way you want it to. So I feel like going in for the conversation is a good deal. We've got Virgo, Scorpio. We've got more Scorpio energy. We've got Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Lots of that here. We've got more Scorpio energy. We've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius here. We've also got Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Wow. All right. You're diving in deep this week. You are just jumping in head first. That's what you're doing. All right, Pisces. Let's find out what's going on for you. What is going down for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Look, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, you better go watch that reading. Aquarius is about to jump in head first. Let's find out what's going on for you, though, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. My water family, hope you're doing well. Let's find out what is going on for you. Sneak peek for this week, 7 days for Pisces. We have the Five of Wands. Tell me what's going on here. We have the King of Wands. We have the Fool. And we have the Star. You, my friend, are getting the victory this week. That's what's going down here. So there is something here that you've wanted, that you've been holding back from. And it does feel like you're going to get the victory. So the Five of Wands is here. You've been holding back, or you've been in indecision about something that you wanted to go down that maybe it wasn't going down and you weren't really sure what to do about it. We do the King of Wands, we add the Wands, and there's 6. So it feels like there is going to be victory, or someone's coming home, or there's going to be some sort of attention that you're going to be getting. The Fool is here. The door is opening. And there is something you've been hoping for is walking through that door. It could be a King of Swords. It could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Aquarius is here. We've got Aries. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So it does feel like you are about to shift into your wish fulfillment this week with somebody, is what it feels like. Somebody here I feel is going to begin to pursue you pretty hard, because I feel like you are their wish fulfillment. Got the Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. Pisces, what's going down here? Look, it's not for all of you, right? Because it is a general reading, but keep that in mind. That being in mind, we've got the Nine of Swords. I feel like somebody has been worried about whether this is going to move forward or not. There's no way it's not. It's your destiny. There's no way it cannot move forward. I feel like your worries have been just that maybe you've been not getting a lot of sleep. Maybe you've been staying up late at night thinking about what's going to go on here. I feel like there is somebody here who is the King of Pentacles. This person could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. They don't have to be, but I feel like somebody here wants something really serious. It feels like the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward here to a really serious stability here. Somebody wants to call you theirs. For those of you who have been maybe waiting for financial things to pick up or to get better, that's what's happening here for you. So if it's not a love reading you've come here for, the Wheel of Fortune is next to the King of Pentacles, and I feel like you've been worried about money. You're not going to have to worry ever again. Like, it feels like there is something that's opening up here that's going to be very abundant, because Jupiter is here, and Jupiter is the planet of abundance, which is ruling the Wheel of Fortune, because that's Sagittarius. So it does feel like the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward for you in a fortunate way financially, and I don't think you're ever going to have to worry about it again. But it also feels like here with the Wheel of Fortune that for those of you who are here looking at this as a romantic reading, it feels like somebody here has finally decided it's their destiny to settle down with you. That's what it feels like here. Tell me more. Your wish fulfillment is about to walk through the door. That's really beautiful. Got the Page of Swords. Something you're about to learn here. We've got the Six of Pentacles. You're about to learn this through reciprocal energy. Somebody here is about to tell you something or give you a gift. They might show up with a gift. We've got the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Empress. The Empress is coming up in the reverse. And so I want to say, if you're the Empress, it feels like you've been doubting this whole scenario. It feels like this Queen of Swords is facing the Empress, and the Empress being in the reverse, I feel like you think that this is not going down for you. It feels almost like for a moment here, you're stumbling on your worth. And I don't think that you're stumbling on your worth because you think that you're not worthy. I feel like for a moment you're like, when this goes down, I feel like you're like, it's me, really? It's me? Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like they want to talk to me about this. I think that you don't believe it. Now, this person could be someone else. Like, it feels like, it's like you've got boundaries in place here, but I feel like what you don't understand is that the Empress is, I feel like when the Empress is in the reverse is that what your understanding is that this person is maybe very nervous or is not really sure what you're going to say. the Queen of Swords is facing the Empress in reverse. And so if this is your energy, it feels like for a moment you're like, what, me? Question mark. And if this is their energy, it feels like they're unsure about whether you see their worth or not. Like whether you think they're worth it. One more. We've got the Page of Wands. You're getting some exciting news. Something that's going to make you quite ecstatic. It feels like some very exciting news. It's going to excite you, make things happy. Somebody is ready to go on some sort of path. It feels like they've been walking for a long time or thinking for a long time, and it's time for them to take action and show you their energy. It's showing you that they're actually taking action here. What's the outcome for Pisces? We've got the Ten of Pentacles, got the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Look, this person means business. They mean business. They're standing on business here. The Ten of Pentacles is here, and somebody with the Four of Wands, they're like, okay, then let's do it. Let's do it. Let's buy a house. Let's move in together. Get your kids. It's like chop chop. We've wasted enough time. That's what it feels like here. The Seven of Wands is like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Like, I think what's going on is you don't realize how quickly things are going to move after this. But it feels like you're digging in your heels a little bit with the Seven of Wands, because you're like trying to get a perspective from, you're trying to take the higher point of view, like trying to get the perspective. But the Ten of Pentacles is here. Like the Ten of Pentacles is the legacy, the money. Like I'm telling you, like it feels like relationship and money and things are moving forward and your destiny is here. Like it feels quite magical. The Star is here. It feels quite magical. And it feels like if you say yes to this person about their feelings, this person wanting to move forward and settling down and all of that, I feel if you say yes, it goes like we start making plans immediately. Let's start planning our future then. Let's start planning to move in together. Let's start planning what we're going to plan for our future. Tell me what is coming around the corner for Pisces. Got the Knight of Swords, the Magician, and the Two of Swords. So, ooh, there we go. Comes in really fast here. So the Emperor is coming in really fast. And I feel like this is the energy I'm getting. So whoever the Emperor is, it could be you, right? This is the masculine leaning energy, but also has feminine energy. This is the Empress, and that's Libra and Taurus energy. Feminine energy also has masculine energy. So I feel like you're, how can I say? What's the word I'm looking for, Charlie? It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind that this person is choosing you, is what it feels like. But you are their wish fulfillment, and you didn't realize that you were their wish fulfillment. So somebody's charging in here. I feel like you'll probably hear from them this week, probably in the next 3 days for some of you. The Magician is here. This is wish fulfillment. This is your wish fulfillment. You've been waiting for the Emperor to show up, and here they are. I feel like there's been delays, or you two haven't been speaking to each other or not talking much. But I feel like you've been waiting for this, and here it shows up here. It's showing up here. Yeah, Queen of Wands. They're coming in because they're absolutely enamored with you. They see you as strong and bold and someone who is standing on their own 2 feet, someone who has a place on the throne. They see you as very strong and independent, and I think that really kind of turns them on. And you're like, really? Me? And it's not that you don't know your worth. Like, you do know your worth. You're the Empress. But it's like question mark is what I'm getting from the Empress speaking the reverse with the Queen of Swords here. Is that honestly truthful? Like, can you please clarify that for me? Like, that's what it feels like here. You didn't see it coming, though, because things aren't as they seem. And it feels like maybe you didn't understand that there was something waiting under the surface, because this person is playing it very coy. They're very quiet. They're not really saying anything. It feels like you didn't know what was going on because they were making plans under the surface. And they weren't telling you. They were trying to find a way to see you or try and find a way to talk with you. And I think that that's going to happen this week. I'm going to leave that right there. That's a beautiful, happy ending. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Pisces, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. If you're any sign and you made it up to here, I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.